He's the most handsome gorilla in the zoo. Not because of his fur color but because when other gorillas attack humans he always steps in to protect them. His caretaker can calm him down and he doesn't just understand. He can communicate with his caretaker effortlessly. Just when they're doing a fist bump he suddenly extends his hand, which makes his owner feel helpless and exasperated. Though poachers stole his parents from him at a young age, he doesn't hate humans because of it. Instead, he approaches the world with trust and gentleness. One day a strange object fell from the sky. Curious, the white ape touched it and suddenly it released a green gas. The next morning disaster struck the zoo. A brown bear was killed by the white ape. When Johnson arrived on scene he couldn't believe this was actually the work of the white ape because brown bears are practically invincible on land. At that time the white ape was hiding in a cave looking clearly frightened. With Johnson's comfort it finally came out. Just then Johnson was shocked by what he saw. The white ape, which used to only come up to his waist, had grown so much overnight. While Johnson was feeling down about everything, a scientist found him. She revealed the truth: a company had been researching genetic mutation technology. If successful, this technology could mix genes from different animals. They combined the growth rate of a blue whale, the strength of a beetle and the speed of a cheetah into a genetic virus. They had loaded the white ape onto an airplane and the project director told Johnson, not just the white ape has gotten bigger, there's also a forest giant wolf. Just then something even more terrifying happened. At 3,000 feet in the air the white ape suddenly woke up. The giant ape broke free from its chains and once again became violent and aggressive. In the end the giant ape crashed the plane into a field. When Johnson reached the crash site, he couldn't find any trace of the giant ape. Meanwhile, because these giant creatures were too powerful, the military wanted to eliminate them with nuclear bombs. But Johnson didn't want to destroy the giant ape. He believed there might be a cure at the genetic research company that could help the white ape. Just then the giant beasts were attracted by signals from rooftop transmitters. Johnson rescued the scientist and the situation kept getting worse. Johnson and the scientist ran into an airplane, barely escaping as the building collapsed behind them. When the smoke cleared, the giant ape also woke up from unconsciousness. Johnson tried to greet him and surprisingly the giant ape showed a gentle expression. The antidote worked, he had returned to his true self. At this critical moment 2 other giant creatures also awakened. Then suddenly a 4th raging beast appeared. It was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson himself. Fully equipped he stood side by side with the white ape. The giant ape grabbed a drawbridge and smashed it into a giant crocodile, knocking the croc out cold. Just then the giant wolf sneaked up from behind and after a long battle the giant ape threw the wolf away. What he didn't expect was that the wolf could fly. Soon the giant ape was no match for the wolf and was bitten by the flying predator. Johnson drew the wolf's attention with gunfire but eventually became its target. Quickly dodging behind the giant crocodile he let the crocodile bite down on the wolf and with a crunching sound the wolf's neck was broken instantly.